I don't know if this is a very popular one, but I like the hammer.
You like the hammer? I feel like the hammer is actually probably one of the fastest starts. A lot of the other weapons are either very difficult to do very, very effectively or just take a while. I feel like the hammer is actually maybe the fastest starting weapon if you get the right hits.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are off, by the way.
We are off.
Uncle says red mail is for cowards, so no red mail seed.
Yep. Nice 20 rupees to start off.
And they gotta have that cash for bottle vendor.
Yep. So we'll see what weapon we get. I'm gonna go with the good old fire rod. I haven't seen a fire rod in a race yet, I don't think.
Me either, actually.
And there it is!
Good call, good call. We have a Nostradamus on our hands.
Well, I have about a 1 in 7 chance of being right, so you know.
That's still pretty low. Ooh, that's a good find, though.
It makes finding bombs early much less important, that's for sure. Because now you already know that you have access to those sewers chests.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do those pretty quickly.
So you won't see, especially with the fire rod already being an ineffective weapon in most cases, in terms of taking out large amounts of enemies. So I don't think we'll see much farming for bombs here. If they get one, great, they get one, but it won't be a focus on the way out of escape, I don't think.
Yeah, absolutely. You're 100% right on that one. So far, the seed is being generous.
And a sword.
Oh my god. Well, we're gonna get trolled hard later.
Uncle didn't have it, but, you know, doesn't
Uncle
really
was
matter
on his
that fast.
Uncle was on his way to get it with the fire rod and just didn't make it.
Yeah. So as we get through here, we're just gonna go through here. Should be nice and quick. Might not even see the fire rod on the green guard. Nope, we still will. That's actually probably slower since he has the sword to use the fire rod on the green guard. Actually, probably slower on the blue guard in that room as well. Just the burning animation takes so long. It actually takes more time to do it with the fire rod than it does to just go up and slash him a couple times.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a very good point. One thing I want to mention for anyone out there who might be wondering, and I haven't seen it, but just might be wondering about magic issues. Here there is 5 pots that give you magic during escape, so you shouldn't worry about running out of magic anytime now.
On top of that, they recently made a change. When they initially put this live, you had to deal with you had to get it right the first time or restart your file type of thing. Or in this case, go farm magic. But that's not even the case anymore. The case is now that it is simply, if you die or save and quit, you will get, I believe it's a quarter magic bar back after you get to the princess. So there's those pots as well as just being able to reset the game.
Oh, that's fair. I forgot about that. Good point.
All right. And we're just gonna get through this part here.
Yeah, escape can be a little long from time to time, but it's
definitely
at least vanilla, so to speak. You know, it's how the real game starts.
Well, heck, for I just like the fact we get uncle quotes again without having to get a guaranteed first sword.
Yeah, that makes it definitely more interesting. I like that as well.
It's nice to be able to get this dark room chest without it being this random extra item you have to deal with way later in the seed as well. But that's
easily forgettable.
That's sort of secondary to the actual, like. It's just nice to be able to play the game with the same start it's supposed to have.
I agree. It does give you a little bit extra charm, if you will. Right now, that dark chest only had a key, which we'll need in a little bit. And we did get bombed, so we don't have to worry about that either.
Yep. Even a bomb dropped there.
Always nice to have bomb drops.
More bombs. You're not a lot in that room this time.
No, not this time. But hey, you know, Escape's been pretty fruitful, so...
Benjinator showing us where all the magic pots are.
Good to know.
Nice double burn.
Yeah, Toad right. It is. They are randomized now, or not randomized. They can be selected. There's 4 or 5 different colors you can choose from. Blue, red, normal, yellow. I forget the other ones.
And I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure that was a 300 rupee in the sanctuary chest, considering all the money that Dracarys has and the sound of rupees going up I was hearing on his way out of the sanctuary.
Yeah, it was definitely. That's a good find early on because you know you want to try to get Zora money and you know if you want fake flips possibly or something.
Yeah.
And it looks like Dracarys is going up to Lost Woods here. He chose to go the bottom way. You can sometimes go the top way and check Lumberjack.
Yeah, checking Lumberjack Cave is often decided. Ooh, early flute.
Flute's always nice.
Now let's just see if both of our runners remember to activate it, because that's what I like to do, is just go, yeah, I've got an early flute, and then just save and quit, and then try to use the flute, and not have an activated flute anymore. Looks like we will get to see what Lumberjack Cave is here, though, with Benjinator going up on this north route here. Heart container. You have a heart container in there, so... that won't be of a huge issue. Meanwhile, in Blind's hut, we get a little bit of money, a little bit of love, blue boomerang,
The boomerang.
single arrow, and more money. Not a lot of value there. Dracarys deciding to skip the 15 rupees that he could get on the way back down by picking up the right side pots. Probably deciding those 400 rupees is enough to cover what he's looking for right now, which is probably fairly accurate. 15 more rupees when you're at 400 doesn't do a lot for you.
That's correct.
So we'll see what else we get here. Lots of big 20s. And enough pieces of love to make an actual full love.
Early hearts are not a bad thing, that's for sure.
No, it's always nice to get those early hearts for sure. We have a duck song. Everyone, it's a little late for this now, but everyone raise. Please stand and take off your hats for the Swag Duck National Anthem that is already completed.
Hey, you know, you're better late than never.
And Chicken Hut has a hook shot.
Ooh, hook shot. That's a nice find. This seed. What is this seed?
Well, Well, this isn't even that much. To be fair, most of what we've got hasn't even actually unlocked anything yet.
Fair, but it is nice to have these things for, like, enemies and stuff like soon, or later, or whatever.
Nice 100 rupees there. He might end up regretting some of these rupees he didn't pick up in the future here, but he's 99% chance going to be completely fine with the rupee count he has.
Oh, most likely.
That was a medallion. I didn't see which one.
I believe Quake was on library there, so that's that could be interesting. That could be interesting later.
Boots.
Oh yeah, we're going to get those.
We're running to get running shoes.
That just seems appropriate.
Yeah. So I would imagine we're gonna immediately see Quake picked up. It doesn't cost enough time. Like, there's not enough time lost to not do it right now, when there's like never a reason to come back here again in the game.
Right. Very, very true. That, my good sir, is not trash.
No, definitely not trash.
And that's exactly what he's doing, is going to get Quake. This is a very, very good call.
Yeah, no real good reason to leave it behind.
Now watching will end up mattering.
I was gonna say, it would be a gamble that saves about 20 seconds at the potential risk of putting you behind by 40 seconds to go pick it up. Now, granted, since you already have Flute, it wouldn't actually be a huge time loss either way. So, it is one of those gambles that you could go, well, yeah, it's not great, but you could do it, and it wouldn't be like you're wasting, you're saving 10 seconds to lose 2 minutes. It wouldn't be that kind of thing. But Dracarys, that looks like Dracarys isn't aware of the little glitch you can do here. You can hookshot through this block while you're pushing it to open the chest by just pushing the one block straight up, and do both the draining of the swamp and the. Oh, nice! We're getting some hookshot dashes.
That was nice, but we just got Master Sword. And we got that early, so that could be something.
It could lead to Agahnim, but I wouldn't be saying anything yet, given that we already have Power Gloves, because we're only one item away from Dark World access that way either way.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, we don't have Moon Pearls, so that changes that a little bit, but nice powder.
I always like finding powder in my runs. It's just a nice safety to have, really.
It definitely is. There's so many, and the places where it's the most useful is the places where you most want to be able to use it is also the places where it's typically most useful. It's a nice little sounding chamber on itself there, because the places where you want to use it are like Ganon's Tower and Turtle Rock, and it's actually quite useful in those places.
We should mention, by the way, our runners are using unique sprites. I see that a little bit in chat here. We got Pikachu on one side, and I think the Prison Guard on Benjinator. And that's cool thing about Randomizer is there is a ton of sprites you can do when you make a seed. So
yeah, Ball and Chain Guard, as many would like to call them. And yeah, so with the hammer found in Ice Rod Cave there.
Oh, that was hammer?
That was a hammer in Ice Rod Cave. So we are, it's going to be an interesting one. Actually, I didn't think about this. The other thing that we haven't mentioned, we could have Moon Pearl on pedestal this seed.
Oh, that's just mean.
Yep, but it's one of those super rare things that can happen. And because it can only happen when you have all three pendant dungeons in the light world.
And I think the Benjinator decided he wasn't going for Ice Rock Cave. That could be trouble later.
Could be.
And Dracarys Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say, it's because the hammer gave access to Tower of Hera right now, because we already have the hook shot. With the hook shot, the flute, and the hammer, you have access to Death Mountain, East Death Mountain, and then finally to get up to Tower of Hera.
Yeah, but there's a problem with doing Death Mountain so early. Only 4 hearts, and he got wrecked by cabbages.
Yep. Fortunately, he unlocked the save and quit points, so...
Absolutely, yeah, he went out of sequence with that, and don't blame him. That's why.
Yep. That looks so good. No, he didn't get it. No hook dash. Hook dash? Hook dash? Maybe? There we go. So for anyone who doesn't know, I'm sure that many of you know about the trick called spin speed. Basically where you charge a spin, then you dash the frame you release it, and it can arms the spin speed state. The hookshot dash can do the same thing. So for anyone who's not quite as interested in the frame perfect trick that requires releasing a spin and pressing the A button a frame afterwards, or whatever the case, I don't actually know. I don't do the trick myself. You can just do an item dash with the hook shot, and it'll arm the state as well.
Can be very, very useful. We got Paradox Cave checked now. This is the new hype cave, as people have been calling it.
Yeah, Benjinator going to be a little sad here when knowing that he doesn't have bombs, but he's just going to have to do the upper room and hope for the best. No, don't save and quit. Oh, Moon Pearl.
There's that Moon Pearl.
Boo, Dark World access.
I know, right? Dang, the runner's got something. But yeah, that does open up the Dark World, so I would expect some Thieves Town and Skullwoods plays here shortly.
Yeah, it's hard to say exactly what the right play is now. It's one of these cases where we've actually opened up a lot of the world already.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah, there's a lot of openings here and a lot of route divergence, most likely.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of player preference at this point of where each player wants to go.
Pendant came back to Kakariko Village to buy some bombs. That was a decent play.
And where are we going now? Was he out of bombs for Mini Moldorm Cave as well?
I don't remember.
Oh, maybe that's why he didn't do Ice. Okay, yeah, he didn't even do Mini Moldorm.
Oh yeah, that's rough. And it appears that
using the hook shot here, the hook shot's ability to kill the Moldorms without having to cross the pits is always a nice benefit.
Oh, absolutely. The Mini Moldorm Cave without something good is rough.
I am very surprised that Dracarys is going for a fake flipper here when he has so much of the world available to him.
It is a bit surprising, but technically Zora is in logic, so we do have to keep that in mind.
Well, almost everything's in logic right now. That's part of why this is surprising. So because there's so much in logic, this could very well be barely a sequence break in the first place. But on the counter side, it's because you could just go to Skullwoods. It comes off as a little odd when you can do so much that is in sequence. But I have a feeling that this was sort of I got Moon Pearl, I want to do Waterfall Cave. I think is sort of what Dracarys had in mind.
Engineer with the hammer, and yeah, I agree. Most likely, sometimes you get that. I don't want to call it tunnel vision or whatever, but you get to set one thing and then you go and you don't think about the rest of it. Not saying this is a bad play either. I mean, there is quite a bit of stuff up here too.
It could be the right play. It's by no means guaranteed to be a bad play. It's just not what I expected to see. Because as we said, I expected them to go somewhere in Dark World. Hey, look, silver arrows.
That is silver. Kind of useless right now without bows, but it'll be useful very much later on.
We do get the nice benefit of being able to dash on water here, which does make going to Zora a little bit faster.
This is one of my favorite things to do in the game, too, is the dash on water.
Watch out for that ball. Don't run into the fireball. Okay, we're good.
I completely missed what was in Sarasbarala's hut. Sorry, I can't pronounce that name worth anything, but I missed completely what was in there.
Yeah, I did not catch the hospital's hut at all.
And Zora, well, he gave us a life lesson. Let's just say that.
And here we are. Here we go. So we're getting a hype cave check as the first move into Dark World.
Okay, that's 5 items. It's not a bad decision.
And with the items you've got, you're gonna start somewhere, and you're just gonna keep going around the circle for a while.
Exactly. Yeah, like we've been saying, there's a lot open right now. So. Eastern with another bottle. That is our second bottle found.
Titan's Mitts.
Hype Cave, right call. Hype Cave, decently hype with that.
It wasn't a bad call. It's one of these cases where, once again, because of, we need to do every dungeon anyways, and it's not like we would have skipped Hype Cave. So it works. It definitely works. It doesn't give us immediate progression that really matters. I guess it can give us the Mire area, which actually wouldn't be an awful thing to check right now.
That is true.
Or in the near future, I should say, not right now. You want to finish doing these checks right now.
Oh, absolutely. And without Mire, this southern side gets a little hectic, but you can do a lot down here.
Yeah.
And Mengenator over in Eastern here.
I had a leg there, so I missed the item, but I assume it was nothing because I didn't hear him pick it up. Yeah, 10 arrows, okay. And I'm not paying enough attention to Benjamin. I didn't see anything out of Eastern Palace.
I didn't see anything too good. I missed a couple items. He did have a B bottle, which is always nice, but he decided to not do the dark room to get the last chest, so.
Yeah.
But you might already have 3 items.
Mushroom.
And that would be a fetch quest coming up.
Yeah, from what I can see from Benjamin so far, I believe he's probably a newer runner to probably both Zelda and the Randomizer, because his movements aren't quite as optimal as many as you see from really seasoned players, but he'll be getting there over time, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely, and let's not forget too, this is a nerve-wracking experience too. Blue mail, by the way, always nice to have. Blue mail
is always nice to see.
But you know, playing in front of a lot of people, and probably you might not be used to it. And I don't know how big their streams are, obviously, but it can be nerve-wracking, and you don't always think straight.
Benjamin finally making his way back up to Death Mountain here. He'll get his Moon Pearl in the very near future. I wouldn't be surprised to see him dip Tower of Hera either with the plays that he's been making. It's very hard to tell what he's going to do once he finds the Moon Pearl, though, because There's, once again, so many decisions open up once you get that Moon Pearl.
Oh, absolutely. By the way, Bombos was in Thieves Town, so we just got Bombos.
2 medallions down, 1 to go.
You know, I don't mind finding those early. Get those out of the way early. Don't have to worry about it.
Yep. For sure. A mirror.
That's a nice find. That will also let us check Sick Kid pretty easily now.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised to see a frog quest, but at the same time, like, what else can, like, I expect to see Skull Woods before Dracarys leaves the area.
I think you're right on that one. That would be the play to make.
It does depend on Dracarys. I don't know Dracarys' full comfortability with lower safety Moth. Just Blue Mail and 6 Hearts isn't a lot to do a Mothula fight on.
That's very true.
And at this point, given that you already have the Fire Rod, you sort of don't want to go to Skull Woods until you're ready to beat it. Or so I would imagine most would want to do. So.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The car is navigating that hellway pretty good.
Yeah, so Benjinator probably not going to do Hera, given that he went straight in here.
Most likely not. It is a pendant, so I mean, nothing wrong with skipping it.
No, right now he really shouldn't be doing it, but in most cases, the pendant's not having a lot of value, most likely, in them right now, but we'll see. Where's Benjinator going to start his tour? We're going to buy a potion. That's where we're starting our tour.
Right, fair enough. Get a safety. You got a lot of cash going on right now. Not a bad, not a bad idea.
Nice fire shield.
Could be useful later on. We can get the mirror shield for sure.
Yep. I didn't catch if we already went to the big chest room, but if we didn't, the big chest room will have locked itself at this point. With the small key being in the big chest here in Thieves Town. A recent logic change that was made with version 27, I believe. They made a couple of keys that could lock their own locations throughout the game.
I like that change.
Yeah, it just helps things be a little bit more random overall. Nicely done by Dracarys. Not quite the scripted fight, but very, very fast anyways.
Hey, line can be, if you don't get scripted, the line can be rough, so that was a very, very good fight.
So it looks like we are probably not going to see Skullwood. Well, we're definitely not going to see Skullwood just yet. We're going to get some Froggy World Tour, though, to some degree. I'm not sure what order Dracarys will decide to go in, because he does most likely want to visit the Grove Ledge still, on his way down with the chest afterwards.
Absolutely. Maybe take a quick peek at Bumper Cave as well. Or no, I'm thinking differently. Sorry.
Yeah, it's hard to say exactly which way we'll want to go. It always feels bad dragging around the chest that you can't dash with for so long, but Magic bat check.
Might as well get that out of the way now for sure.
Yep. Benjinator going into Thieves Town right now. Picking up his Bombos medallion.
Yeah, he will be happy with what he finds in here.
Heart container on the magic bat. Not too bad.
No, not at all. Especially with the seed seemingly a little light on the hearts right now.
Yeah. Nice knowledge of where the bunny beam is there to powder it for more health there from the Benjinator.
That was very good.
On a similar note, just in case anyone didn't know, if you do powder those without picking up the rocks, like if you know where they are, you can just powder the rocks and it'll turn the bunny beam underneath into a fairy. Don't even have to pick up the rock. So, Kara's still not quite letting us know where the next play is here.
No, it's got some options. I'm thinking maybe he's going to go north.
I must say, I think we're seeing Skullwoods here. Looks
even
like it.
Yeah, even if he doesn't feel completely comfortable with Mothra, he can still check a lot of chests and at least get one item out here, if not both.
Yep. Well, and as I said, I don't know enough about Dracarys' strength and confidence in his playstyle to say for sure. Maybe even the 6-heart moth he was going to go for this play. Now he's got an extra heart than he did before.
That's very fair. There's one item. Nothing useful.
See if we can find a small key here. We do. Nice. So we get the quick exit here. Don't have to go through the pinball room in the bottom right.
If you would stop calling what's in the chest, please, that'd be good. Oh, that's the second time. That was funny. Sorry.
Nice big key there. Gonna get a little bomb jump here, probably. Indeed we are. Pretty good.
And if you're not totally comfortable on that bomb jump, you can use the boost to give yourself a few extra frames of leeway.
Yep. And on top of that, you can... There's plenty of other ways to do it. From that room on the right, you can hook shot straight up to get in there the normal way, or fall down through the pit above the skull. Lots of ways to do that for whatever skill level or items you have.
Absolutely. That felt like a purposeful death to get some more hearts back.
Yeah. We're going straight to the back. We're not even worrying about what's in the big key chest.
Nope, no need to. We got both items in here, and they were both arrow upgrades, and let's go beat some Mothra, but...
Off we go.
Benjinator over here getting trolled by that red dinosaur dude. I forget his name, sorry.
Yeah, I call them horse heads, which isn't accurate either, but...
I like horse heads better than dinosaur dudes.
Yeah. We're gonna see the long way around here to pick up some hearts, I'm sure. Especially when we get a random heart drop from one of the jellies in the first place.
Yeah, that was a clutch heart drop.
Interesting, I thought that Wall Master was getting fire rotted for sure.
I agree.
That Wall Master can control really hard in that room, dropping down right in front of your fire rod shots that are going vertically.
Yeah, I've been trolled by that Wall Master a time or two. Benjinator on Thieves on Blind right now.
Fight seems to be going okay right now. Blind still at the top of the room after phase 2 is always a good sign.
Oh no!
Did we have a fairy? No, we don't.
One thing to keep in mind, Benjinator, I didn't realize he doesn't have the blue mail yet, so he's taking more damage from the heads.
Yep.
fireballs you won no matter what armor you have, I believe.
I believe that's correct, yes. Benjinator's just gonna dip out for now. Probably not a bad call at this point.
No, you can come back. It's not too long to get back there, so this is the right play if you're not comfortable with it.
I can't remember if that was all items, or I think that was all items too, so it's even less valuable to kill blind right now, because all that blind is a crystal. So it's not going to help you progress beyond just having the dungeon finished.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially in the earlier stages of Rando, that's an important thing to recognize, is once you've finished clearing a dungeon of items, killing the boss is a lesser concern if it's one of these bosses that you have trouble with fewer items available. Got some bombs on the bumper cave. No one will be getting those, I don't think.
No, definitely not. Got a little hecked by those murder dactyls.
Yep. Or terror dactyls, as I like to call them.
That works too.
Benjinator did find another heart on the Grove ledge, which will help out his safety a little bit.
Absolutely. So let's think about this. So what dungeons are available right now? I think we could do Misery Mire if we have the right pendant.
Yep. We can do Ice Palace. Oh no, we can't. Not in Logic. You can take Flipper Ice Palace.
You could dip into Turtle Rock, but that's just not, not something you want to do.
Well, you can't dip into Turtle Rock. You need the Cane of Samari to get anything out of Turtle Rock.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about the Cane of Samari. I thought they had for some reason. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no dipping into Turtle Rock. You can go in the front entrance to get a magic refill if you want, but that's about all you're getting out of Turtle Rock right now.
That's true. I just want to see if you guys are paying attention out there. That's all.
Yeah.
That's my story. I'm sticking with it. Pod's a possibility if you take a chance. If you don't have bow, though.
Here's the Mire area, which is a very good check. I would expect to see a desert play here as well, most likely.
Yeah, most likely.
Because at this point, desert is just a 2-item overworld location, basically. Heck, it's a 3-item overworld location. It's Green Pendant.
Oh yes, it is. And I don't know if you saw, but Misery Mire, I think was Bombos.
I did not catch it at all.
That's what it looked like. It was really quick, but I believe it was Bombos. So we should be able to go into Misery Mire, but we can't complete it without the Cane of Samari.
And here's the desert play. Hey, look, a bomb upgrade. We can carry more bombs now. I'm sure that's exactly what Dracarys was looking for.
Absolutely. That's going to be important later on. It's always weird with the pendants being the 3 light world dungeons like in the vanilla game, because they're easy dungeons to go through, so you kind of feel like you need to go through them.
Especially once and desert's such a quick dungeon. It's just so often in these seeds you don't get access to desert for such a long time, because you often just don't get the book, and then it takes a while to get the flute, the Titan's mitts, and the mirror. Sometimes you don't even get all 3 of those in a seed.
That is very true. It feels like for me, if Desert Palace is as a crystal, you're not getting there for a while.
Yeah, it is often like that. Or it's the first thing you need to do, one or the other.
That is true. Benjinator going back. Look like he's gonna go take... Oh, the lamp!
That's pretty big. It'll be big. Specifically, it'll be big for the Benjinator. I'm pretty sure from what Dracarys has shown us, he's pretty confident in his dark rooms as necessary. So, and given that we already had the fire rod for a fire source, it wasn't as big of a problem. Not sure if the Benjinator is aware that the sword beams do damage as well. Once you have the Master Sword or better, it's actually a very good strategy early on. The flippers and checkerboard caves.
The Mire Desert area is the place to be.
Uh-oh, Benjinator. You can do it. You can do it, Benjinator. No!
That is unfortunate. He's leaving again. I'm sure he'll come back later, you know, once he's a little bit better equipped.
Fortunately, he's not missing anything in the north side of Dark World. Skull Woods didn't have anything good for us. I don't think any of either the Bonk Rocks locations had it. Like nothing that Dracarys went through up there really had anything of progression matter. Please don't tell me you're going to Swamp. Don't go to Swamp, Benjinator. Please don't go to Swamp. You're gonna jump in the water and get really sad. Benjinator. Benjinator, don't do this. Okay. So everyone, this is what happens when you forget you need flippers for Swamp. It's happening right now. Here he goes. And there it is.
Oh, that awkward moment. That's all right, you know, like I said, it does happen that you do forget, and he's probably maybe a little bit on tilt from the death from blind, and
yeah, it happens. I've seen all levels of players make that mistake once in a while when they're just sort of like, well, I'm just gonna make this gamble now, and then they're like, oh.
Dracarys going T-Rock?
It might be more to check the medallion more than anything. Well, yeah, it definitely is. If he has the medallion this way, he can open it, and he does have the medallion. So
that's a smart play. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew he should have. Yeah. Let me retry that. You're right.
So yeah, so he's just doing this, and then he'll check Super Bunny Cave and Hookshot Cave from the top here.
Have we seen what was on the floor of the island?
I know Dracarys checked it. I can't remember what it was, but I am 99% sure it's junk, or else I'm pretty sure he'd actually even do it first.
That's fair. And I missed what was that catfish. Well, there's all the medallions.
Yep. Not that it really mattered when we already knew that we were good, but hey.
It's there. It's 100%, you know.
Dracarys can give us a swag bird toss for no good reason.
I like that idea.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but you know. Lots of money. Hookshot Cave was rich.
That's all we can say about it.
Are we going to Spike Cave? We are not. We are not indeed. To be fair, Spike Cave... Actually, I'm not even sure Dracarys could do Spike Cave right now. He almost definitely can't. Now that I think about it, so... Good on Dracarys for not going to Spike Cave.
I think... Ice Palace?
Looks like it.
Benjamin looks like he wants round 3 with blind. Let's do this, Ben. Let's go.
Use the sword beams. There goes the sword beams. I don't mind him using the spin strats too, because it just gives him such a nice large hitbox to hit that head with.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with them doing two hearts of damage with the head, it's a smart play.
Got that nice fire shield to potentially block some errant fireballs as well. Takes a laser to the face. Ugh.
That's brutal. Oh man, you feel for him on that one.
But I believe that was last hit too.
It was. I think that's the second time he's died on last hit.
Nice little double kill on the Stalfos Knights there.
One of my favorite moves in the game.
Oh, we're using the blue potion this time. We're getting this blind down. Yeah, great. We're only starting at 3 hearts, but let's see how we do here.
Dracarys with a nice bomb jump there.
Nice bomb jump there. A little bit more required than normal because of the fact that we don't have the Cane of Samaria. I'll always advocate, if you have the Cane of Samaria, just don't even do the bomb jump. If you have the Cane of Samaria and the hook shot, it's just gonna slow you down and cause you to take damage if you're full clearing Ice Palace anyways. If you're in go mode, then yeah, do the bomb jump. The bomb jump's the fastest way for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I just found out about the Cane of Samaria strats just recently, so I'm like, oh, okay.
Didn't quite get the key dash there, Dracarys, but takes a bonk for his trouble. Money.
You know what they say, more money, more problems.
And Dracarys is going. We're going backwards to the iced tea room here, by the looks of it. Don't see any other reason to drop down that way versus going through the other rooms. So, fortunately, the door doesn't hook shot very well. Found the big key. Ice physics are hard in this game, especially in this game.
Oh my god, they're the worst. Boots does help, though.
Boots helps, hookshot helps. Both those items help. Interesting to note here, because we only have one key, The last small key should be on... The last small key should be on Cold Stare, which means that the Cane of Samaria is already in logic at this point. Good try at cornering the Cold Stare puffs. Pretty hard. I'm not sure how difficult or how possible it is in the first place to corner them with just the Master Sword. We're going to fill up our magic, though, and we're going to spam down with Fire Rod, which will very quickly kill these puffs. Getting a vanilla heart container there. As far as we can tell, it's vanilla. Now if we go Mire... Oh, of course, Swamp Play, why not? Yeah, still looking for the bow and the Cane of Samaria. We're gonna see if we're gonna have any force double dips this seed. We definitely very well might have a force double dip somewhere along the way here. If we have some cross dungeons here.
Yeah, I think we also need Ice Rod, right?
Yes, we will still need the Ice Rod as well, yes, for sure. But Misery Mire needs the Cane of Samaria to be able to be completed. Palace of Darkness needs the bow. And so those two items can definitely be cross-dungeoned a little bit. And then, of course, we need the Cane of Samaria to even enter Turtle Rock in the first place. So I wouldn't expect that we'll see Turtle Rock before Misery Mire at this point. As you would just go ahead and go do Misery Mire if you had the Cane of Samaria and weren't in go mode yet. And you'll always save Turtle Rock for last if you can. We'll just get running through here. See if we can see some speed strats. We're gonna see a hammer dash? Nah, no hammer dash.
Aww.
Did we ever determine which crystals were the 5-6? I don't think we did.
No, I don't think we ever saw a map check. I think Dracarys basically said these are all crystals, and the 5-6 doesn't really matter to him. Which is fair.
Yep. And unfortunately, we're not going to get an inventory check for the rest of this dungeon, so I won't even be able to see which crystals he already has. Got some bombs. Yeah, once you get past the hammer part, you pretty much just stay at oh, map. Time to go left side.
Go left side.
We successfully did not drown the key.
Yeah, I was just about to make mention about drowning the key. You could definitely do that, and that is very unfortunate.
Much less unfortunate than it used to be. A change with just the most recent update made it so that leaving the dungeon will drain that room, but won't drain the first rooms. So it's definitely been made a little bit less punishing if you do make that mistake. Looking at more like a 40-second time loss than probably closer to double that without that change.
Yeah, that's a very nice change. It's rough to do.
Like probably even more than it's still a significant one. Still have to go through a bunch of things, but yeah, it's definitely not as bad as it used to be.
Nice temper sword.
Indeed.
Man, we got these same wavelengths, man. We're just about to say the same thing a lot.
Yep. Just gotta get better at calling those chests and we'll be right there.
Agreed.
Just because I do see the comments in chat, I do just want to acknowledge that it has been official. Like the Benjinator has officially forfeited the race. That is definitely 100% the case. Like he has forfeited in the race channel.
And it happens, though. You get too frustrated, and you know, just
yeah,
it happens. It's gonna be a lot of them in this tournament, I'm sure. But you know, it takes a lot to join a tournament like this and be restreamed. So it's
Yep.
So GG to him to even agree to do this.
Yeah, just one of these seeds where you get thrown in, you get sort of thrown in the deep end real fast when it doesn't give you a lot of safeties and sort of says, here, go do Dark World.
Yeah, it's dark. Oh, the bow.
One less item to go mode now. So we know which dungeon we're doing next.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be Pod.
Like, even if we find the Cane of Samaria, we're still going to Pod first.
And we made it to Argus here. Might be one of the easier bosses in the game, to be honest.
No Argus quick kill from Dracarys. I'm not sure if he just missed the start to it, or if he's just not versed in the quick kill in the first place, but he's got the items you need to be able to do the quick kill. Nice silver arrow, though.
That's a very nice silver arrow. That's one thing he said in the book.
And I'm not even sure what to think of that book. Well, I wouldn't mind. I would hope Dracarys immediately goes and checks the Bombos tablet.
Yeah, there's no real reason not to. I mean, it's not really all that out of the way at this point.
Yeah. And that's exactly what we're going to see.
Yeah, might as well get it over with.
Yeah, so with the books, we can now check both the pedestals. We could open Desert. That's sort of irrelevant because we can already get into Desert anyways with the items we have. And we can also check the Ether Tablet up on Death Mountain. I don't expect we'll be seeing either a check of either of those, either the pedestal or the Ether Tablet anytime soon. Because Pod will definitely be first on the agenda. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Misery Mire be the next thing on the agenda, regardless of if we find the Cane of Samaria or not. Although I say that Eastern will be first. There's a good chance that Eastern gets cleared by Dracarys if Pod doesn't hold the Cane of Samaria.
I don't think he's been at this area at all either.
No, he is not. Got some bombs, and we got a bunch of money.
We just stole this man's life savings.
Yep.
Kiki didn't want to come.
Not initially. Initially, it was like, your 10 rupees aren't good enough for me. So a little note here. What Dracarys did there, dashing all the way in, is a little bit slower than stopping your dash just before the trigger, turning around and giving a quick walk back. The reason for that is that Kiki will walk up to basically where your point is before jumping up the statues. So if you stop your dash and sort of do a quick wiggle, it'll bring Kiki to you immediately, rather than having to wait on that long walk-up animation. So it'll just save you probably 2 seconds if you do it optimally. So when you see some of the very top runners, you will very often see them cut their dash short in front of Palace of Darkness here for that reason. Oh, missed the bomb.
That was unfortunate.
It looked fine, but it apparently just wasn't quite low enough.
That's what I thought too. And yeah, you know, hitboxes in this game sometimes are a little wonky.
Yep. Let's see what's down here. Were we bow-locked if we came here any sooner? We were not. We were not bow-locked. If we did come here sooner. An interesting note, but not really important in the long run. It wouldn't have really changed the routing that much.
No, most people you try not to go in the pod too much without having the bow at least.
Let's see the dash. There it is.
That was beautiful.
I do believe if you're hugging the left side, I think the second pair of spikes starts moving after you start dashing. So I think you pretty much auto dodge them as long as you dodge the first two. I'm not 100% sure that's the case, but I often see them being in the exact same orientation when I approach them. We're going straight for the back. I guess that makes sense. We did get the big key though, right? We're not skipping the big key here? Okay, we did, okay. Dracarys is not doing something overly silly.
Correct me if I'm wrong, he hasn't done the backside of pod, right?
He is not. But this is fine, because really at that point, you're at a point where often you mirror out from there anyways, and then just start anew. So this is basically doing the same thing, except saying, well, I'm already at the boss split anyways, let's just go do the boss, then I'll re-enter the dungeon afterwards to finish the back.
That's fair, that makes sense.
Because it doesn't really cost them any more time to do this now or later. This actually is likely a little bit faster to do it in this order. Terrapin's giving him a little bit of a problem here. Very fast still, though.
Yeah, the very good room.
Just miss the second hammer and spin to kill 4 with one spin, but.
And we are at King Helmasaur. If you don't know, it takes 17 hammer hits to break off his mask.
Or a handful of bombs, but that's just... no one's using those strats.
No, that's so hard. You can, at this point, you could have also shot a silver arrow right into him and killed him immediately, but honestly, it wouldn't have been that much quicker from what you did.
Hi, Ice Rod. It's a nice rod.
No, there it is. Now we're only a cane of Samaria away.
Yep. So let's see what we get here. We may logically be an invulnerability item away, but that's neither here nor there. I can guarantee you that Dracarys is able to do the laser bridge skips to at least a sufficient degree to be able to get through there without any kind of invincibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, actually, sorry, he has Riot Shield. Never mind.
Oh, I didn't realize he had that either. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, with the Riot Shield or you know, the actual name, the Mirror Shield, you can just walk right into those lasers and just go, nope, you don't hurt me. Nice small key. So, Dracarys should not go into the harmless hellway south of here. He should know that it is just a small key down there. Oh, actually, I lied. I didn't realize he hadn't opened that chest. This is not a small key.
I'm not sure the item count.
I missed it. I think he quickly checked it as well, knowing he knows there's 3 locations left here, and he'll just go until he finds all the ones he's worried about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am awful at keeping track, even on my own races. There's the maps. That's not one of them.
I'm the same way. Yeah, the tracker gives me a number, and I try to always update it.
Well, there's both of the things we didn't want to see. Let's go find out what's in the big chest. What's our last item in pod? It's the cane! It's go mode at 107.
That is a fast go mode. Let's do this.
That was quite the troll it gave. It's like, no, you don't get it yet. One more chest. One more chest. There you go. You can get that cane of Samaria now.
That's crazy. So we had Ice Rod 2 in there, so both our remaining items were pod. Pod was the play.
Yep.
We still need the big key for both Mire and Turtle Rock, so we will still be opening some chests.
Yep. We'll be opening lots of chests, and we'll be hoping we don't get to see the longest cutscene in the game here. But we very well might. Unfortunately, not having sword beams here, we'll see exactly how Dracarys plays this room. We are going Fire Rod. Ooh, 1 extra shot, but that's not a problem at all. You can do it. There we go. Got the last Tangela, and we are through the room.
That room is deceptively hard.
It's often not even so much that it's hard, but it's very hard to do well.
Yeah, that's especially with that Beamos in the middle of the room, because before you know it, he's just blasting you with lasers.
Yeah. Small key, not what we're looking for. Can we get the god? Can we get the god one here? Can we get that a first 2 chest big key? Let's find out.
The way this run's going, it probably will be.
Nope, small key.
Darn it. I tried.
So this is where the routing will be a little interesting to see exactly how he wants to route all of this out. I expect that he will double back for the chest in the top of this room very quickly. Whether it's before or after the torch chest, I'm not sure. Looks like immediately. Well, we got a butter sword.
Oh, we got butter. Yeah, that's a good find. I mean, it probably doesn't matter at this point.
I was about to say when you're already on silvers and tempered sword, you're pretty set for the seed. But we'll take butter. We'll see what kind of strats we have for like butter sword try next in the near future here. We found both items. We weren't looking for both items, but we found them both.
We did get them. Misery Mire giving us the cutscene here.
To be fair, there is one more location he could have checked before triggering the cutscene, but that would have taken a long time to get to, and if he was wrong, he still would have had to come back and do the cutscene anyways, so...
Yeah, I always forget about that chest that you're talking about.
Yeah. It always feels a little weird when it's the one that has the big key, because then you just immediately double back and go ahead and get the big chest. And that is where the big key is.
Misery Mire showing no love.
Off we go. Down and around, and this is a nice little shortcut that we don't use very often, but in this situation we use it. Hey look, it's a big key. Surprise!
Who would have thunk?
Oh, we might get a powder here. Nope, we're going on 4.5 hearts. Once again, this Dracarys should be fairly safe on this. With silvers, Vitreous is likely going to do very little, if any, damage at all, especially with the one cycle. So all I have to do is make sure he has enough health going through here. And there's an anti-fairy in a number of places here, so he has lots of places where he can choose to switch to the powder and refill some health if he does get lower than he wants to be. Oh, he just missed. Wasn't quite going fast enough.
Nope.
Probably missed a cane dash there. Might have been trying to cane dash with that and only triggered the cane.
That's a good possibility. That's a cool animation too when they do the cane dashes.
It definitely is. So going in with full health, there's a very good chance that Dracarys is going to zero cycle this, take no damage whatsoever. But better safe than sorry. Misery Mire takes a long time to go through for what it's worth.
Absolutely.
Everyone likes to hate on Ice Palace, but let's be honest, Misery Mire is like as bad or worse to have to make your trek through in go mode, even without having to find the big key.
Oh, absolutely. And if you die at the boss, it's rough. So we are one Turtle Rock appearance away from Ganon's Tower. I gotta say, Dracarys playing super well. This is not a bad seed, and this has been fun.
Yep. No, definitely low health at the start. Well, heck, we're still arguably low health. We're only at, is this 9 hearts? Yeah, we're only at 9 hearts right now.
I think 10, but nonetheless, it's still pretty low.
Yes, it is 10. Yes.
It was hard to see. I had to count it. I had to like go individually with each heart to make sure.
Yeah. And only blue mail, so no gimmies here, but definitely for some of our experienced players, especially with the damage that you've got in the butter sword, there's a lot less danger than there could be. It's actually the Ganon's Tower climb that's going to be probably the most treacherous part of the remaining run. I would expect that Ganon will be very simple with the Butter Sword and Silvers for Karis.
I agree with that.
So once again, we have to open a lot of chests in here. We have to get at least 3 small keys out of chests, as well as the big key. So we have to open a lot of chests in here. There's the big key.
Nope, that was quick.
So we will not see the vanilla big key location in this run. We will see the door before the vanilla. Oh no! That bump!
Those guys could be trolly in this room. I like to pull out the hook shot here and knock them away.
It's definitely a strategy you can use, yeah, because slashing them off doesn't work. If you've got sword beams still, sword beams will work as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's favorite little trick here. Lighting the torches, then hookshotting to fall off and get back faster.
That is a very, very fun trick. The best part is when you forget you don't have hookshot.
Yeah, then you go the wrong way. Yeah, it's always a fun time. Nice compass.
You did get a small key though.
We did. Well, we sort of had to get a small key. We were stuck if we didn't.
Yes, you're right. I forgot about that door. I was thinking that was a bit later.
Yeah, one out of 3 small keys. So we will likely be seeing the big the big chest open this run. Most likely.
Yeah, this is going to be a small key for sure. So, oh, these chain champs.
Woo! Nipping right at Pikachu's tail there, but got through. I'm almost surprised that he powdered that one, because he would have died if he didn't, so good on him. But just knowing that there's this room, the next thing he's going to encounter is 4 anti-fairies that he will powder all of, most likely. Especially since he's already got the powder out. With 1 well-placed powder... Let's see it. Let's see it, Dracarys. There it is.
That was solid.
Oh no! Bidoof, save us all!
I have not seen the bunny spray of that, so that made me laugh. That's pretty good. Or I should say I haven't been paying attention enough to see it.
Yeah. So yeah, I would expect that we're going to see the play to the big chest, although we don't... I'm not sure if you need 100% need to, but I do believe the 2 small keys remaining could be split between the vanilla big key location and the big chest, which, if that did happen, then you'd be really sad that you skipped the big chest. So we are indeed going to see this quick exit and entrance to get to the big chest here. And it was a bottle. We didn't need to go there, but now we know we didn't need to go there. And we also got a B. And there's another small key. There we go. No laser bridge for us today.
No laser bridge, unfortunately.
Now for the simplest dark room in the game, for anyone who knows what anyone who already knows what path they're taking.
I can see. At first, I thought you were you said that sarcastically, and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, oh no, that is a good point.
Yeah, if you ever do that room without the lamp, if you already know the path and you're doing it without the lamp, it's actually very easy because on top of everything else, you also have these fire bars reminding you exactly where you are the whole way.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
So let's see if Dracarys has the zero cycle down. I've never actually pulled off the zero cycle myself here. Not gonna get a zero cycle most likely. I'm not sure if it's possible to get the zero cycle in this way. Yeah, not zero. Got getting the one cycle.
It wasn't bad though. That wasn't bad.
No, that's definitely about. I'm pretty sure that if you wait for the heads to come out, you can't get the zero cycle. And very solid kill on the snake form there, killing it before it even switched its weak point from its head to the middle of its body. Well, okay. Thanks, Trinex.
He just wanted to give you a shovel.
We're on top of a mountain and you're giving us a shovel. I don't even know. Trinex was a miner? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, you mine for some gold, maybe some arrows, rupees. Lucrative business up at Death Mountain.
Yeah. Well, we're being a little slow on this. Let's get this started. It's everyone's favorite guessing game. We are gonna try to find the big key to allow us to ascend Ganon's tower. It is going to be in one of 22 locations, so everyone feel free to get in your guesses on where exactly the big key is. AM from 1 to 22. Do you have a favorite location yourself there, Zunker?
I like number 9.
Number 9? I'm going to undercut you by 1. I go with number 8. I'm the good old, is it the map room, I think is what it is?
I believe so.
On the main conventional routing. Dracarys here not following the more recent favorite strategy of going right side if you do get that small key early on. We'll see if that was the correct choice very shortly. Well, we've got all the small keys.
That we did.
Oh, hi.
Make that we have all the keys.
We have all the keys. I think we're actually short one chest small key, but we're not seeing that last small key.
No, and I didn't count the number.
That would have been number 7.
Lucky number 7. So that undercut us by 1.
Number 6? Someone says 6, but I'm pretty sure it was 7. Because there was 2 plus the torch, and then it was the last one of the... It was the last one of that room. Oh, we ran out of arrows. We have 4 arrows for the pig.
Oh yeah, you can't use another arrow. I mean, you might get a drop, but that's...
Well, and to be fair, it's 3 spins, and I'm sure Dracarys is at least versed enough in spins to be able to pull them off if necessary, if he does miss an arrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sorry about that, Feasel. We sort of slacked on that.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
It's always hard when we start on Turtle Rock as well. You always have to start it before Trinex. That being said, Dracarys has just breezed through the gauntlet here.
Yeah, he did. I was just gonna say that gauntlet was nothing.
What are we gonna see? Are we gonna see the insta kill attempt of the Landmollas? Okay, not quite. Oh no, the fireball.
That's all this fight is that difference, that fireball, and fire shooter, and it is so much harder. Relatively.
Picking up 5 more arrows, probably not a bad idea. The Ganon fight should be fairly safe nowadays.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're just getting to the end now.
Yep. As fast as we can. Probably not quite sub 130, but we'll be darn close.
Yeah, it'll be really close.
Oh, missed it. Okay, we're good. We fell off. We got hit by the fire bar as we were falling. All the good stuff.
Exactly how you draw it up.
Nice
This
simple torches there.
That room there, with a lamp only, if you don't have fire rod, which is rare, is really, really rough.
You just start one spot and go clockwise. Start at the top right, go clockwise, and try not to get hit off.
Moldorm 2.
Oh, okay. Interesting they got the dash through without hitting the tail there. Oh, 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 what? Okay, we got there.
That was close.
That was quite the sparring match between the two of them there.
Moldorm was not having any.
Wow, that was quite the chest there. That was actually worth picking up. Probably won't have effect on the final fight here, but hey, I'll take a fairy in a bottle any day.
Oh, absolutely. Now we got geometry lessons. Let's do it.
Oh, so close.
Almost
Got a double though. Definitely got the double. Those are near impossible to do a lot of. Come on.
Yeah.
4 hits. That's not good. Ooh. Oh!
That was a solid move.
Just got the tap onto the last one there. And in comes the duck that never comes to Dark World except for right then.
Hey, you know, he's holding on. It's like the Eagles in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we might get sub 130. We'll definitely see one cycle phase 1 and 2 here. It's going to come a lot down to the warps.
How many will we get? Will Ganon be nice?
This is an awful spawn for no safety items.
He's got fairy. He's got the fairy.
He's got a fairy, but in terms of the invulnerability items, you just don't have them right now.
Right.
That's just the worst spawn to get when you're like, I just need to, like, you know, get out alive.
Yeah, that was brutal. The good news is we're on phase 3 now, though.
Yeah, I'm not okay. Sub 130 is not happening just by virtue of the fanfare is 14 seconds. This could be a triple though.
Oh, that was close. Just gonna be north of it. What? GG to Dracarys. Give it nicely done.
I didn't quite get the. I'll call it a Doppler. I'll steal the Super Metroid term. Didn't get the Doppler for the triple there, but he had the setup.
Oh, he absolutely did. It was close. It was close.
Unfortunately, we don't have the official time for Dracarys here, but I think we're all pretty solid that he's won this race.
That was a very, very great run by Dracarys. Gonna see if he wants to come in for an interview real quick. All right, it'll be just a minute for him, but he will come in for the interview. Speaking of which, you know, give both our followers, give both our runners a follow. Even the Benjamin, you know, he forfeited, but you know things get rough sometimes, and you know it happens. But give both of them follows, and you know I will also thank our tracker today, Darkened Sky. Thank you for being our tracker. It's been fun so far.
For sure, that's all, and obviously, thank you, Fiesel, as well, and the Speed Gaming channels. Give the Speed Gaming channels. You've got Speed Gaming you're on now, and Speed Gaming 2 through 6 are all available for your viewing pleasure in the future. I believe Speed Gaming 5 is being used very heavily for the Link to the Past Randomizer tournament. If you are looking for more Randomizer, as well as the ALTTP Randomizer channels as well. There's ALTTP Randomizer and then ALTTP Randomizers 2 through 4. And you're going to see matches booked solid through a lot of these channels for the next couple months. So if you like lots of rando, get those ALTTP Randomizer channels followed. If you just like speed running in general, definitely follow all the speed gaming channels.
Absolutely. And I want to thank my co-timer Spiffers the Grand. You did a great job today, man.
Thank you. Thanks for commenting with me here, Zunker.
You're very welcome.
The life-giving kid. Kakariko Town. I'm really interested to see, did Dracarys actually go in any of the Pendant dungeons? He went into Desert when he was there.
Yeah, I was wondering that earlier too. I wasn't entirely sure, but I thought Desert might have been the one.
Yeah, he went into Desert a little bit, but that was it. I'm surprised that he didn't complete Desert, but I guess if he got both items out of it, that was probably good enough. What else did we get out of Desert? We actually got something, didn't we?
Oh, we did. What was that? I can't remember that.
Was it Flippers?
No, that was Checkerboard, right? No, maybe I'm thinking of a different seed.
No, I think you're right. I think it was Checkerboard. I can't remember what was in Desert. Ice Rod, maybe? No, Ice Rod was on Helmasaur. Oh, it was Lamp, but Lamp didn't matter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
But chances are he probably would have done it, but he went to Checkerboard Cave before he did Landmola's. I just went, oh well, here's the flippers. I'm good to go now.
We should be having the Dracarys come in just a little bit here. Just give us just a little bit more time.
It's definitely no real surprise about not finding some of those safeties, because there was much of the world that we didn't really search. Actually, well, here he is. GG Dracarys.
GG. That was a pretty, well, kind seed, I guess.
Yep. I accidentally gifted you the fire rod at the start of the seed, so...
Yeah, and we got a sword in Escape as well that made things a lot easier.
I was about to say, I didn't have anything to do with the sword, but I did say, I think there'll be a fire rod, and then immediately we got a fire rod. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Escape had a lot. They had the gloves in there as well, and
it gave us bombs, so we didn't have to farm for bombs. That was super nice.
And then the bomb spot gave you what, like a quarter heart and something else of not much value, and the map.
Yeah, but it still feels bad to leave Escape without bombing the wall.
Yeah.
Like, you always have to, in the back of your mind, oh, I have to return there sometime, but yeah.
Feels less bad when you get gloves in Escape, though. It's like, oh, well, I have to leave behind, but I can already get back as soon as I have bombs again.
Yeah, that's true. At least you don't have to do the whole Escape sequence again.
Yeah. No, definitely, it seemed very, very strongly routed by you there. Not a lot of real errors in how you ran through that seed there.
Yeah, I was really happy with my routing there. When I realized that I had flute and mids, I was like, oh, I should check Mire and Turtle Rock if I need an additional medallion. And then I went up to Turtle Rock and got the third medallion anyway.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to go to Pod, but Pod had the goods, and then the seed was basically over until it gifted me another sword upgrade in Mire.
Well, not like you really wanted to go to Pod it before you got the bow anyways, because that would have just potentially led you to go do Turtle Rock before that anyways. Which isn't what you would have wanted, because...
Yeah, that's true. But I think, like, if I didn't find the bow in Swamp, I think I would have just gone to Pod anyway, just hoping that it's there, but...
Yeah.
That could have gone wrong, that's true, if I found the cane there and that led me to Turtle Rock.
And I think there was enough keys to get to cane, guaranteed. I'm not I don't remember what was on right side, but you definitely had enough keys in the first three chests, or in the first four chests to get to the back.
Yeah, I think there was only one key on the right side, so I could basically open every chest but those two on the right side.
Yes, then
or wasn't the big key on the right side? I think the big key was on the right side.
I think it was.
That's accurate, yep.
Because after the big key, I just said, oh, okay, let's just go to Helmasaur first and clear the rest of the dungeon afterwards. So I couldn't even get the big key without either doing the potion glitch or having a bow.
Well, not like you're going to bother doing not like if you knew it was the big key, it's like, well, what? Oh, right, we couldn't get Cane of Samaria without the big key, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy
with the big chest. No, it was definitely very solid. I'm a little surprised it ended up being so straightforward for you, given how wide open the seed ended up partway through there with the Titan's Mitts, the Hammer, and the Moon Pearl, as well as enough secondary items to actually do almost anything.
Yeah, I was kind of scared that I had to find the cane or have to dip Mire without a cane and hope for it to be there, and then the last chest in Pod got me covered. I was super relieved when I saw that cane and thought, oh, nice, go mode. I don't even have to dip Eastern, nice.
Yeah, yeah. No, and we really enjoyed your pod routing as well, because there was a little bit of confusion around when you first started going back to Helmasaur. I'm like, no, that it makes perfect sense. You're already at a point where you basically could have just mirrored back to the start and gone forward again, so why not go to the boss when you're closest to the boss and then just come back in afterwards, which worked out just fine.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking there. I was thinking like, okay, I'm so close to Helmasaur, I'll never get as close again. If I go back here, let's just do Helmasaur first and do the rest of the dungeon afterwards.
Yeah. No, very well
Helma had an ice rod.
Unfortunately, your opponent Benjinator got a little stuck because of the how not safe the start of the game was. He got stuck. I think he did blind a number of times, and unfortunately, just threw in the towel after dying to blind a number of times.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. I was super scared when I entered Thieves Town for the first time. I was so happy to find the blue mail right, like 1 minute before going into Thieves Town under the hammer packs.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that the Benjinator ever found the blue mail at all, which was a little surprising because he did leave a couple times to go and find like a couple more hearts and things like that, but unfortunately he didn't want to finish out the seed, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can understand it. The beginning of the seed was really rough with just a few hearts and only green mail until you get the mids from Hype Cape, I think, and can open the hammer packs there.
Yeah. Anyways, and I will say, any closing remarks there, Dracarys?
Not really. Thank you guys for featuring us on the stream and for commentating. I had a lot of fun.
As we did too.
And thank you everyone for watching.
We all had a fantastic time. Thank you very much, Dracarys.
All right. And I guess on that note, we are probably going to be done. Once again, just want to say, make sure you guys follow the runners, Dracarys, and the Benjinator both. And thank Dark and Sky once again for the tracking. And don't worry, I know it's last rando tonight, but we do have the podcast tonight. And don't worry, we have plenty of rando over the next several weeks, so have no fear.
Yeah, there's lots to sate your appetite at this time. Anyways, thank you very much for commentating with me, Zunker.
Not a problem, man. It's been awesome. Thank you for having me.
Everyone, have a great night.
Bye, guys.